Hey y'all, so it's me and I'm back with another video, and today is Tuesday. So y'all already know what it's gonna be today. It's gonna be Talk About It Tuesday, and I'm really excited about my first Talk About It Tuesday. So this whole situation is gonna be kind of like putting stuff together, but I'm only using one hand. I usually talk with both my hands, and I'm really bad at talking with both my hands, and it's gonna move a little bit just because I'm using like a selfie stick thingy. So I'm trying my best to keep it as straight as like steady as possible, but my hands are not like the most steady because I've talked with my hands a lot. See, exactly, yeah. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into this video today. The first one I'm gonna talk about, of course, for Talk About It Tuesday, for the personal testimonies and things like that, it's gonna be my own personal like journey, and it's not gonna be like my entire life story. I promise you it's not gonna be, because I don't have time for that. I'm 22. Like, I don't have time to talk about everything that's happened to me in my 22 years of life. I'm gonna go ahead and get into this video and go ahead and talk about my first Talk About It Tuesday. And hopefully some of you guys have followed me on Instagram and followed me on Snapchat and told me about your personal journey. If you have not, please, please, please contact me if you want me to, like, I don't even have to talk about it on like Talk About It Tuesdays, but I do want to hear about your story and what has happened in your life to put the change and be the person that you are today. So I do want to know. So if you want to, follow me on Instagram, Snapchat at just_smile5. Just_smile5. So if you want to let me know, please let me know. Follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into this video, and also remember to subscribe to my channel for more of Talk About It Tuesdays every Tuesday. Okay, I'm getting it together. I promise, guys. I promise. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into it. So I'm gonna start with basically like where you need to start with in the story, but I'm not gonna start from like birth, because no. I'm gonna start from when I felt like there was a change going on in my life and I need to get it together. Was when I was 18, and I felt like, I don't know, I kind of felt like an adult, but this is my definition of being like not grown but an adult. And I don't feel like you're grown at 18. I don't feel like just because a number says that you've been on the earth for 18 years, I don't feel like that means that you're grown. I feel like you're grown when you can pay for your own bills and pay for your own stuff. You are out of your parents' house and living on your own. I mean, you don't technically have to be out on your own, living in your own place, but it would make sense to like kind of like pay your rent and stuff like that. You can't live in your parents' house and be like, I'm grown, unless, like, that's my personal opinion, unless somebody else has something else. Like, I don't know, that's my personal opinion. I had graduated high school. I was like, you know what, like, I don't gotta do nothing else. Like, I went to a community college. Basically, my first semester, got my first ever F, because I just didn't care and I didn't go to school. I went to school, didn't go to class like I needed to, and I left classes for reasons that were like not good enough reasons to leave class. Trust me, if you knew the reasons, you'd be like, girl, why you ain't just sit in class? I'm 18, doing a lot of stuff that I had no business doing. Probably not what you're thinking of. Like, I didn't do drugs. I wasn't into hardcore drugs. I promise you I was. But I did stuff that I had no business that I needed to be doing, and I knew that I didn't need to be doing. Like, growing up in the church. Church has always been my foundation. I have always loved church. I have always loved going to church. But at some point in your time, at some point in time in your life, you have to realize that just going to church is not going to cut it. Like, you have to worship, and you have to spend time with God. If you don't spend time with God, then that's not enough. Going to church is not enough, okay? Like, you can sit in church, and everybody can just sit in church and just sit there and listen to the word and go back out and do what they were doing before they went to church. You know what I mean? You can go to the club and stuff on a Saturday night and come to church and worship like it's nothing. Like you didn't do what you just did at the club, and you know what you did at the club. Not saying that you can't go have fun and go to the club once in a while with your friends and stuff like that, but you know what you're doing at the club that you ain't got no business doing. This was 18, 19, 20 rolls around. I'm still feeling like I'm doing something. I still feel grown, you know. 20th birthday, me and my friend, Like 20 years old was a big change for me. Like 20, like so many things happened that could have turned for the worse, but it actually turned to be like amazing, and it turned my life to be at where I'm at right now. So I'm 20, you know, I'm still doing crazy stuff that I did when I was 18 and 19 and stuff like that. And once I went on a trip by myself. My mama told me I shouldn't do it. I went to another state. She told me I shouldn't do it. I mean, I knew I shouldn't have done it, but I did it. Okay, I did it. I took a bus to go somewhere where I know I didn't need to go to. But lo and behold, I'm not gonna get emotional, y'all. I promise you, I'm not gonna get emotional. But this is like, yeah. Lo and behold, when I was on that trip, the guy that is my boyfriend now, he texted me in the middle of that trip, and I think it was just like a simple hey, but it made me realize that I didn't need to be there. Like, this sounded like a movie, but it's so real. Like, I realized that I didn't need to be in the place that I was at. I called my mama and told my mama that I didn't want to stay there anymore. I was ready to go. Like, I called her, 20 years old, calling my mama. And that simple hey turned into us talking on a regular basis, turned into us. He was already my best friend, but we didn't talk like we were talking at that moment. I believe that he didn't know what he was doing at that moment when he sent me that message. That simple hey, that simple hello, and that text message was so much at that moment, because I had doubts of what I was doing, and I knew I shouldn't have been doing it. But I'm really glad that he sent me that message, and I'm really glad that 2 years later I'm still with this guy. God knew that I needed to turn around. God knew what was going on and what was going through my mind at that moment, and what was, you know, what I was doing that I shouldn't have been doing. But I'm saying all this to say that saying a simple hello to someone, or asking somebody how their day was, or simply giving somebody a smile can change their life, and it can change everything. Like, this guy, Caleb, he was already in my life. He was my best friend. I've always had this problem of being accepted, not looking like the rest. Oh my God, not looking like other kids, and knowing that I was different from other kids was something that I knew all too well. I never looked like other kids. I never could run like other kids. I could run though. I could run. I always had this problem of wanting to be accepted by people. And at that moment, I didn't need to feel like I was accepted, because he had already accepted me as his best friend, and now as his girlfriend. So I had been blinded by all these other stuff that the devil kept throwing at me. All these other people that the devil just was like in my face, and he was like, this and this and this and this is better than this is better than that. No, it's not. The devil is gonna put so many things in your way. He's gonna put so many things that are kind of things that you think are great at that moment, things that give you that high for just that little bit of time. But you need to know that if you're praying to God, God is a mighty God, and God is going to give you what you're asking for and more. And it probably won't be what you're asking for. It'll probably be better than what you're asking for. But if you're patient and you wait on the Lord, everything is going to be all right. Like, if I was patient and not trying to go out there and find a guy, God was like, you got one right here. Like, you don't have to go out and look for one. Your best friend is your guy. And I'm sitting here looking around trying to be accepted and trying to find, you know, all these things. And I didn't need to. If I had just been patient and waited on God, God would have showed me that. And he showed me it in God, like in his timing. He didn't show me when I wanted it to be shown. Like, I had complained to my friends and stuff about that, about not having a guy, and all of them had boyfriends, you know. You know. But I'm glad God did what he did to get me to the point that I am today. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I am nowhere near perfect. But I am saying that patience is key. I still have a problem with patience on a regular basis, but patience with God is key. Let's say that. You pray to God every day asking for a certain thing. You gonna get it. It's probably gonna be a different way than what you think it's gonna be. It may be better than what you ever expected it to be, but it's gonna happen. It may happen 10 years later. It may not happen the way that you want it to happen, but it will happen. He gonna give it to you the way that he has planned to give it to you. I'm going into this whole rant about like that whole situation, but like I said, I just said all that to say that patience is key. Patience with God, praying every day, just spending time with God is always something that you need to do, and something that's always going to help you have a productive day, no matter what. Like, I'm talking to y'all, but I'm talking to myself too. Praying every day, I need to do that. I need to do that. This is something I just want to talk about. I want to get more information from you guys, and I want to talk to you guys more about certain things, and I just want to give a word, you know, just talk about it Tuesday. It doesn't have to be a personal testimony. It doesn't have to be a personal journey, but that's something that I had to deal with being in community college and stuff like that. If I had to go to university when I went to the community college, my first year of community college, I promise you I could have failed out, but by the grace of God, God was like, girl, if you don't get your act together. Without that being said, just have patience with the Lord. Be patient, read daily, trust in the Lord. He'll see you through. I want you guys, like usual, like this video that you're watching right now, subscribe to my channel, and once you subscribe, watch the rest of the videos that I've already posted on my channel. So make sure you show that Angie Pride, like this video, and do what you need to do. I'll be back next Tuesday with another Talk About It Tuesday. Hopefully this whole situation will be working again, but I'll be back next Tuesday. See you guys.